Ever feel like your life is just one big, cosmic joke? Like someone up there is playing a prank, and you're the punchline? That was my life. I'm Leo, and until recently, my school days were a masterclass in disaster. Picture this: me, tripping over thin air, spilling my lunch on the most popular girl in school, and somehow managing to set off the fire alarm with a toaster pastry. Yep, that was my Tuesday. Every day was a new chapter in the book of Leo's embarrassments. My friends, Sam and Maya, they tried their best. They'd say things like, "Leo, it's not that bad," or "Everyone has off days." But for me, it felt like every day was an off day. The problem wasn't just clumsiness. It was this cloud of bad luck that seemed to follow me everywhere. If there was a puddle, I'd find it. If there was a banana peel straight out of a cartoon, my shoe was destined to meet it. My locker was a Bermuda Triangle for homework, and every teacher seemed to have my name on a special call on him when he's not paying attention list. I was the king of awkward, the master of mishap, the president of, well, you get the picture. And then, just when I thought things couldn't get any weirder, they did. It started on a particularly chaotic Wednesday. I'd accidentally dyed my hair blue during a chemistry experiment gone wrong. As I was trying to hide under my hoodie, I stumbled, but this time, I didn't fall. It felt like something caught me, something invisible. I looked around, confused. Sam and Maya just shrugged, used to my daily weirdness. But I felt it, a little push, a gentle correction. It was a strange, warm feeling, like a whisper of help. I brushed it off, thinking maybe my luck was finally turning. Little did I know, my luck hadn't just turned, it had grown wings. That night, I had the strangest dream. I was flying over our town, and next to me was this creature. It was small, fuzzy, and had these big, curious eyes. It had the body of a tiny bear, but the wings of a magnificent eagle, shimmering with all the colors of a sunrise. It didn't speak in words, but I understood it perfectly. It told me its name was Qalbaz and that it was a guardian of balance, assigned to kids who had a little too much chaos in their lives. Basically, a cosmic bodyguard against bad luck. I woke up laughing. A fuzzy, eagle-winged bear named Qalbaz. My imagination was clearly working overtime. The next day at school, I forgot all about the dream. That is, until I walked into the cafeteria. I was balancing a tray piled high with spaghetti, a carton of milk, and a wobbly Jell-O. It was a disaster waiting to happen. I saw an open spot next to Sam and Maya and started my perilous journey. I navigated through the crowded aisles, my heart pounding with every step. Then, it happened. A rogue soccer ball came flying in from the courtyard, heading straight for my head. I squeezed my eyes shut, bracing for the inevitable explosion of pasta and shame. But it never came. I opened my eyes. The soccer ball was just hovering an inch from my nose. It just hung there in the air for a split second, as if time had paused, before dropping harmlessly to the floor. Everyone stared, but they were looking at the ball, not me. And in that moment, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a flicker of shimmering color, a flash of sunrise wings. Qalbaz. My dream wasn't a dream. It was real. This little cosmic creature was my invisible helper, my personal luck booster. From that day on, school became a totally different experience. I wasn't suddenly the coolest kid, but things just worked. My locker door opened on the first try. I'd find a $20 bill on the sidewalk. When a teacher called on me, I'd magically know the answer. I even scored the winning goal in a soccer game, mostly because the goalie tripped over his own feet. But hey, a win is a win. I'd catch these little glimpses of Qalbaz, a shimmer near the water fountain, a rustle of invisible wings when I almost tripped on the stairs, a warm feeling on my shoulder before a big test. Sam and Maya noticed the change. "Leo, you're on a roll," Sam said, high-fiving me after I aced a pop quiz. Maya added, "Yeah, what's your secret? Did you find a lucky charm or something?" I wanted to tell them, But how could I? They'd think I'd finally lost it, so I just smiled and said, I guess I'm just focusing more. But I knew the truth. It was all Qalbaz. Having him around was like having a cheat code for life. The biggest test of Qalbaz's powers and my newfound confidence came during the annual school science fair. This wasn't just any science fair. The winning project would be displayed at the city museum. It was a huge deal. My project was a volcano. A classic, I know, but mine was special. I had spent weeks perfecting a chemical reaction that was supposed to create a spectacular, multicolored eruption. It was my masterpiece, the culmination of my non-disaster streak. The day of the fair, the gymnasium was buzzing with energy. My volcano stood proudly on my table, ready to wow the judges. But then I saw him, Mark, my rival from science class. His project was a giant, complex robot that could solve a Rubik's Cube. It was impressive, and Mark was smug about it. As he walked past my table, he accidentally knocked a bottle of soda onto my display. It fizzed everywhere, soaking my carefully prepared chemical packets. My heart sank. The labels were smudged. The powders were mixed up. My perfect eruption was ruined. I panicked. The judges were only 10 minutes away. This was it. The old Leo was back. The cloud of bad luck had returned with a vengeance. I wanted to just pack up and go home, but then I felt it, that familiar, warm presence, a gentle nudge on my arm. I glanced around and saw a faint, rainbow-colored glimmer next to my ruined project. It was Qalbaz. He couldn't fix the chemicals, but he was there. He was reminding me that I wasn't alone. Taking a deep breath, I looked at the mess. I couldn't remember the exact measurements anymore. It was all a guess, but something inside me, maybe a little bit of Qalbaz's courage, sparked to life. I wasn't going to give up. I grabbed the packets, looked at the volcano, and just went for it. I started mixing, pouring what felt right, trusting my gut. Sam and Maya rushed over, helping me clean up the soda. You got this, Leo, Maya whispered. Just as the judges arrived at my table, I poured the final ingredient. A puff of green smoke. Then, a fountain of foam erupted from the cone. But it wasn't just one color. It was a swirling vortex of blue, red, yellow, and green, sparkling and glittering as it flowed down the sides. It was 10 times more spectacular than I had even planned. It was chaotic, unpredictable, and absolutely beautiful. The judges were speechless. The whole gym was staring. My volcano, born from a complete disaster, won first place. As the principal handed me the blue ribbon, I felt a warmth spread through my chest that had nothing to do with Qalbaz. It was me. I had done it. Qalbaz had given me the nudge, but I was the one who faced the disaster and turned it into something amazing. I realized Qalbaz wasn't there to solve my problems. He was there to help me believe that I could solve them myself. As I walked home with my ribbon, I felt Qalbaz flying alongside me, his wings a quiet whisper in the air. I didn't need to see him to know he was proud. The bad luck, the clumsiness, it might still be a part of me. But now, I knew I had a secret weapon, a little bit of chaos, a whole lot of heart, and an invisible, fuzzy friend who believed in me. And I was finally starting to believe in myself, too. Life was still a cosmic joke sometimes, but now, I was the one telling it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've ever had a day that felt like a total disaster, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.